Okay, so today we are going to study measures of central tendency 3 as the third measure of central tendency, which is known as a mode, denoted by symbol over here as mo. Now you may have seen mode, which is also denoted by symbol Z, but in the current textbook, they are using the symbol MO. So we will also use it. Okay, now because in our textbook, the symbol Z is not used. Okay, so what we will do is we will also not use this symbol Z, which you may have used in 10th standard, but we will not use it. Okay. ऐसा यूज किया था तुमने मोड के लिए Z. ओके
Yes, sir.
अब हम Z यूज नहीं करेंगे, हम ये मो करेंगे, मो. ओके, लाइक काउ. नाउ मोड. मोड यानी क्या है बेसिकली? मोड इज बेसिकली मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ टाइम. ऑब्जर्वेशन appears. कहाँ appears? in a data. Okay. नाउ ये मोड हम यूज कहाँ करते हैं प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में? I'll give you an example. Okay. Say for example, एक शूज का स्टोर है. ओके, फॉर मेन. Now they are selling shoes and chappals and sandals and floaters. Okay. Now यहाँ पे क्या हम एवरेज साइज मीन फाइंड कर सकते हैं कि एवरेज शूज का साइज, फुटवेयर का साइज क्या है? तो अगर एवरेज फाइंड किया कि उसने मान लो कि दिन में 25 पेयर ऑफ फुटवेयर बेचा, इंक्लूडिंग फ्लोटर, सैंडल, शूज, स्निकर्स. नाउ तो कैन वी से कि एवरेज इज 7.28 साइज? क्या ऐसा साइज हो सकता है? 7.28 साइज का कोई शूज है?
No.
नहीं है. तो यहाँ पे हम क्या फाइंड कर सकते हैं? वी कैन से कि यहाँ पे जो एवरेज हम लेंगे दैट विल बी मैक्सिमम साइज कौन सा बिकता है. से फॉर एग्जांपल साइज 8 या साइज 7 या साइज 9. अंडरस्टूड दिस? सिमिलरली फॉर अ गारमेंट स्टोर, जहां पे shirts, men's shirts are sold with various sizes 38, 40, 42, 44, 46. तो कैन वी से कि यहाँ पे एवरेज शर्ट का साइज जो बिकता है वो 41.97 है. ऐसा हम इसका कोई एनालिसिस कर सकते हैं? 41.97 साइज एवरेज साइज बिकता है. Is it meaningful or is it useless data?
Useless.
यूजलेस. तो कोई मतलब नहीं है. तो हम क्या फाइंड करेंगे कि मैक्सिमम कौन से साइज का शर्ट बिकता है. से फॉर एग्जांपल 42 जनरल 42 साइज सबसे ज्यादा बिकता है. तो ऑब्वियसली इट विल हेल्प द शॉप ओनर, स्टोर ओनर टू टेक बेटर डिसीजन कि कौन से साइज का उसको गारमेंट या शू या फुटवेयर उसको ऑर्डर करना है, कौन सा सबसे ज्यादा बिकता है. Understood this? How mode is used in the real life? पता चला सबको? तो यहाँ पे we cannot use measures of central tendency 1, that is mean. We cannot use partition value. We have to use mode, that is maximum number of time and observation appears. Got it all of you? Textbook में there are various examples given. You can refer that as well. Now, ये लिख लिया सबने. Should I go to the next page? Okay. Now, यहाँ पे for various data, say for raw data. Raw data यानी क्या कि जो observations है वो सब हमें दिए हैं. In raw data, mode is equal to what? Maximum number of time an observation appears. That becomes our mode. Maximum number of time an observation appears. That becomes our mode. Then or maximum number of time an observation is repeated. Repeated word भी use कर सकते हैं. Then if it is discrete, then mode is equal to variable with highest frequency. वेरिएबल विथ हाईएस्ट फ्रीक्वेंसी यानी क्या कि जो भी xi है जिसके सामने fi सबसे ज्यादा है वो बन जाता है हमारा मोड, बिकॉज दैट इज द मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ टाइम द ऑब्जर्वेशन अपीयर्स. लिख लिया सबने? ओके. नाउ लेट्स गो टू कंटिन्यूअस. Now in continuous, what we have to do is, first we have to find the modal class. So what is modal class? Class with highest frequency. Class with the highest frequency. Now this modal class has to be exclusive. So if it is inclusive, you convert it into exclusive. Now formula, mode is equal to L plus Fm minus F1 upon 2Fm minus F1 minus F2 into C. Now what is L? L is the lower limit of modal class. Fm is frequency of modal class. F1 is frequency of class preceding or prior preceding modal class. F2 is frequency of class succeeding modal class. And C क्या है? C is class length of modal class. Please write this. Now this we will solve first, so put it in bracket. Come to page number 100. Now illustration 29. Okay, the number of books purchased by each of 15% from a bookstore are as follows. Find the modal value of number of books purchased. So we have to find mode over here. Can you find the mode over here? कौन सा नंबर सबसे ज्यादा अपीयर होता है?
2.
7. So यहाँ पे we can just write mode is equal to 2. That's it. Answer over. Now illustration 30 वो भी एकदम ही सिंपल है. Now discrete में TV assembled by TV manufacturing company in a month are tested. The following table shows the number of defects per TV set. Find the mode for the number of defects. Now यहाँ पे कौन सा frequency सबसे ज्यादा है? 45.
45.
So mode is equal to what? Mode is equal to
0.
That's it. Understood this? Very simple. But यहाँ पे ना प्रॉब्लम कहाँ अराइज होता है? प्रॉब्लम अराइज होता है इलस्ट्रेशन 31 देखो. इलस्ट्रेशन 31. कैन यू सी यहां पे 7 comes twice? कैन यू सी दिस? तो जैसे ये फ्रीक्वेंसी 2 बार आ रहा है तो हम नॉर्मल मेथड से मोड फाइंड कर सकते नहीं है. तो इसके लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? ऑल्दो इन द टेक्स्ट बुक इट इज मेंशन दैट हियर इट हैज 2 modes, but here we have to use a different formula for finding mode. So keep your notebooks ready. We'll go to the next method and then we'll start with the sum. Now what happens? In case where you are not able to find mode using the regular formula what we have seen, we go for formula given by Carl Pearson. Carl Pearson. This formula is also known as empirical formula. Now, what is this formula? Formula is very simple. Mode is equal to 3m minus 2x bar. minus 2x bar. Now, when do we use this formula? This formula is to be used when there are more than one mode. Class length are unequal for continuous. More than one modal class. Now class length are unequal, yani I hope you know what is unequal class length. 0 to 10, 10 to 30, 30 to 50, 50 to 80, 80 to 100, 100 to 150. Understood this? They are unequal. Then mixed frequency distribution. यानी क्या? Partial, discrete and partial कंटिन्यूअस, जैसे कि 1 to 3, 4 to 7, 7 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20. So half will be discrete and half will be continuous. And the right or left end of curve of frequency is too extended. So important. This was given by statistician Carl Pearson. You may write this in the textbook also. Okay, now we'll be doing illustration 34. The number of cold drink bottles sold by shopkeeper on different days is shown in the following table. Find the mode for number of cold drink bottles sold. So over here, first let's write the classes. Zero to 3, 4 to 7, 8 to 11, 12 to 15, 16 to 19, and 20 to 23. Now, frequency 3, 11, 16, 20, 18, 12. Do the totals.
$80.
80. Okay. Although we are not using
80.
and in the formula. Now over here, first step is we find the modal class. Now यहाँ पे तुम्हें CFI कुछ भी find नहीं करना है. Directly you find the modal class. Change color. Okay. Modal class is equal to class with highest frequency. So which is equal to highest frequency वाला class कौन सा है?
12 to 15.
12 to 15. Now, is this in exclusive? No, it is inclusive. कैसे पता चला inclusive? Because 3 के बाद 4, 7 के बाद 8, 11 के बाद 12, 15 के बाद 16. So we convert it into exclusive. So 11.5 to 15.5. This becomes exclusive. Very important step. Please don't forget this. Now mode is equal to L plus Fm minus F1 upon 2Fm minus F1 minus F2 into C. Now what is Fm? Fm is frequency of modal class. F1 उसके ऊपर और F2 उसके नीचे. So mode is equal to 11.5 plus frequency of modal class 20 minus 16 upon 40 minus 16 minus F2 18 into class length. Now 15.5 minus 11.5, which comes to 4. 12, 13, 14, 15, 4. Which is equal to 11.5 plus 20 minus 16 is 4, 4 4s are 16 upon 40 minus 16 minus 18 is equal to 6 in the bracket, which is equal to 11.5 plus 2.66. So 2.67. 14.17. Mode is 14.17. Okay, illustration 35. Now, mark it important. The time between placing an order and its delivery was noted for certain wholesaler as follows. Find the mode for this time. Now time is given and number of orders are given. Now here you can see that 7 comes once, 7 comes twice. So ये सिंगल मोड नहीं है, मॉडल क्लास नहीं है. So we have to go for empirical formula. So we have to here find median, we have to find your mean, and then using the formula we will find out the mode. So first let's write, because we have to find mean. हाँ बोलो.
Sir, what if the model class comes to be the first class? Then what do we take F1?
Sorry. Acha, what
Sir,
if
अगर model
class is the first class, then what we take F1, right? That's the question.
yes,
0.
yes,
0.
okay.
Sir, and model class last class हो तो
The F2 will become 0. There's no frequency only. Got it? Got it? Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Now, first let's write the class. Here, remember, you have to find mean. Okay, so class के बाद you write xi, which is the mid value. Okay, then you write fi. Okay, and then you have to find the median. So you also need CFI. So you will need class xi, fi, and CFI. Now, let's write the class 20 to 25, 25 to 30, 30 to 35, 35 to 40, 40 to 45, 45 to 50, and 50 to 55. Now, over here, mid value 22.5, 27.5, 32.5, 37.5, 42.5, 47.5, and 52.5. Now frequency. Two, 5, 7, 5, 6, 7, 3. Now cumulative frequency. We do it with this only, cumulative frequency. 2 ka 2, 2 and 5, 7, 7 and 7, 14, 14 and 5, 19, 19 and 6, 25, 25 and 7, 32, 32 and 3, 35. N is equal to 35. Now, we have to find mean. So let's write the formula for mean first. X bar is equal to sigma fi xi upon n. Okay, we will directly use a direct method, not shortcut, because then you will have to find D, then FI, No need. Calculators are with you. So directly do FI into XI. If you don't want to do FI into XI, then you can also use the shortcut method, which is already there in the textbook. So let's use the direct method to find out. Okay. It will be easier because calculators are now allowed. So we find out Fi into Xi. So Fi into Xi is, you have to multiply 22.5 into 2 is 45. 27.5 into 5 which is 137.5. फ्रैक्शन में आएगा but still easily हो जाएगा. 32.5 into 7 227.5. When you do the sum as homework, you do it with shortcut method for practice. Okay, 37.5 into 5, 187.5. 42.5 into 6, 255. 47.5 into 7, 332.5. And 52.5 into 3, 157.5. Do the total. Always total करके check and correct option use करना कि तुमने बराबर लिया है कि नहीं. Okay, 1342.5. So which is equal to 1342.5 upon 35. 38.357, which is equal to 38.357. So which is equivalent to 38.36. Round off कर देंगे. So mean मिल गया हमें. Now we have to find median. So median के लिए the first step is you have to find the median class. So median class is equal to class of n by 2th observation, which is equal to class containing or class of 35 by 2 is 70.5 observation. So 17.5 cumulative frequency में 19 के अंदर आएगा. Which is equal to 35 to 40. This is exclusive, so no problem with it. Now, median is equal to L plus n by 2 minus Cf upon F into C, which is equal to lower limit is 35 plus n by 2 is 17.5 minus Cf, means class cumulative frequency of class preceding. So 14 upon frequency, be careful, 5 into class length is also 5. Good for us. 5 cancel, which is equal to 35 plus.
The 38.5.
Yes, 35.5. So which is equal to 38.5. Therefore, median is equal to 38.5. Now mode using Carl Pearson. Empirical formula. Mode is equal to 3m minus 2 x bar. इसके short sums भी आते हैं, ओके और ये short sums और ये formula next chapter में भी carry forward होगा, that is measures of dispersion. इसको please learn कर लेना, important. So mode is equal to 3 into median. Median is 38.5 minus 2 into mean. So mean is 38.36. So 3 into 38.5, which is 115.5 minus 2 into 30. 76.72. Therefore, mode is equal to 38.78. Check the answer. Then you have to write the statement as given in the illustration. That mode for time between placing an order and delivery is 38.78 hours. Okay, illustration 36, extremely important for exam. The following table shows the number of visits to the dentist of the person having toothache. Find the mode for number of visit. Now you look at the data over here. तुम्हें खुद पता चलेगा कि ये बहुत ही clumsy data है. 1, 2, 3, 4 to 7, 7 to 10, 10 to 15. So it is partial discrete and partial continuous. So यहाँ पे we have to use the empirical formula. So let's write the question first. So number of visits one, 2, 3, 4 to 7, 7 to 10 and 10 to 15. Now, as you know, we have to use empirical formula, so we have to find the mean. So xi 1, 2, 3, 4 and 7 is 11 divided by 2, 5.5. 7 and 10 divide by 2, 8.5 mid value, and 10 and 15 divide by 2, 12.5. So you can see unequal भी है, partial भी है, सब mix है इसके अंदर. Okay. Now frequency. Let's write the frequency Fi. So frequency, there is a printing mistake. It is 7. It is not 17. It's a printing mistake over here. In my question, okay, in your textbook it's perfectly given 7. So 7, 11, 18, 9, 4, 1. We find the cumulative frequency 7 ka 7, 18, 18, 18, 36, 36 and 9, 45, 49 and 50. So total n is equal to 50. Now CFI mil gaya. Now what we have to find over here is we have to find mean. So finding mean, x bar is equal to sigma fi xi upon n. So let's find out fi xi. Preferably you go for direct method only. Okay. So fi into xi. 7, 22, 54, 5.5 into 9, 49.5, 8.5 into 4, 34, and 12.5. Do the totals.
$299.
179, always check. 7, 22, 54, 49.5, 34, 12.5, and the total 179. So find the mean. 179 upon 50. 3.58. So mean is equal to 3.58. Now we have to find median. Median. So median class is equal to class of n by 2th observation, which is equal to class of 25th observation. Now 25th observation CFI के सामने फाइंड करो, तो यहाँ पे तुम्हारा क्या ऑब्जर्वेशन आ रहा है? 25th ऑब्जर्वेशन यू कैन सी ओवर हियर, इट कम्स ओवर हियर. नाउ यहाँ पे तो कोई क्लास ही नहीं है, there is no class over here, so here we are getting the median in the discrete part. ओके नाउ ये नहीं करते तो तुम डायरेक्टली भी कैसे कर सकते थे कि 50 है तो 50 का हाफ इज 25, तो तुम यहाँ पे डायरेक्टली देख सकते थे कि 25 किधर आ रहा है, 25 आ रहा है अगेंस्ट 3, सो डायरेक्टली यू कैन राइट मीडियन इज इक्वल टू 3. तो तुम्हें ये मीडियन क्लास कुछ भी करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Okay, if you have done this then also it's not wrong. Okay, because here you, if you say कि सर वो मैंने देखा नहीं कि ये 50 डायरेक्टली नहीं किया, I want to calculate and then only see, it is okay if you have written here and then you can obviously write कि 25th observation comes in the cumulative frequency 36, therefore median is equal to 3. There are no class only, तो कहाँ से class लिखेंगे? So directly discrete part में आता है median. Now we go for the empirical formula. Okay, so Carl Pearson empirical formula is mode is equal to 3m minus 2 x bar. So let's find it. 3 into 3 minus 2 into 3.58, which is equal to 9 minus 7.16, 1.84. Therefore mode is equal to 1.84. You have to write the statement. Okay, Now, in order to find mode using graphs, okay, what we are supposed to do. Now, over here, you can see this question over here. Now over here, we are using graphs to find out mode. Now this can be used only if there is a single mode wala sum. Okay, here you cannot use that empirical formula. We cannot use the same concept to find the mode using graph. Okay, so here we have to use it for a normal sum only we can use graph. Now you can see over here, profit is given 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80, 80 to 100 and 100 to 120. And number of companies are given. Now what you have to do is you have to plot this profit on x-axis. You can see over here, x-axis pe you take profit, and on y-axis, x-axis pe you have taken profit, and on y-axis you take the frequency, that is number of companies. Now what you have to do is 20 to 40 है, so you have to make like a bar diagram, 20 to 40, okay, then frequency is 2, तो यहाँ पे ऐसा line आ जाएगा, then 40 to 60 frequency is what, 13, तो 13 पे जाओ, ऐसा line आ जाएगा. Now ये तो तुमने बना लिया, this is known as a histogram. Now measures of central tendency में, in order to find mode, you can use histogram. In order to find medians and various partition value, we use cumulative frequency graph, which are known as ogives. Okay. Now histogram से you find out mode. Now ये सब करने के बाद अब तुम्हें क्या करना है? You have to take a scale. ये point A जो टॉप मोस्ट है, द टॉप मोस्ट बार का जो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड वाला पॉइंट है, उसको तुम ये पॉइंट से कनेक्ट करोगे ई से, और बी को तुम कनेक्ट करोगे विथ डी. सो इफ आई से ड्रॉ लाइन लाइक दिस, okay, using scale, you have to do this using scale only, and then from this top you connect it with this D point. So A will be connected with E and B will be connected with D, and this point of intersection, you draw a straight line and this line intersects over here, and this value is your mode. Got it? Now see, exact nahi aa sakta, thoda difficult hai, okay, because of limitation of the graph, because it goes into millimeter. But approximate value you can get over here in your graph paper. Using computers, you can get the exact value also. So this is how you find out the value of mode. Using which type of graph? It is known as a histogram. So ये खास ध्यान रखना, this can come as an objective question. Now if in your school it is not taught, you may just draw one graph for practice and then you solve this as a normal sum. If it is done in the school, then you have to definitely practice the graphs as well. Got it? पता चला कैसे find करते हैं? Now go to this one. Again, you can see A is connected with E, D is connected with B, and the center point जहाँ पे ये intersect करता है, that becomes your mode. Such graphs are known as histogram. Got it all of you? इसमें जो ये tallest tower है ना, उसका ये left hand वाला point को next वाला जो tower है, उसके right hand वाले point से connect करना है. So A will be connected with E like this, and D will be connected with B, or you can start with B connected with D. So A to E and B to D. and wherever they intersect, draw a line. वो जहाँ पे x axis पे intersect करता है, that becomes your mode. Got it? Tithi?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tomorrow I'll be doing the typical sums. Now आज का जो मेरा lecture है recorded, उसमें typical sum मैंने किया है from the extra material. So please do that sum as well. Okay, वो थोड़ा ध्यान देना, थोड़ा important sum है.